What's going on, guys? I appreciate those of you that were hanging out waiting for the stream to start. For those of you watching replay, though, make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. So when we do these live chats, you can take part right along with us. So aside from the member stream on Sunday morning, which obviously only the channel members will be able to attend, this is it for 2023, last stream of the year. And I was going to do smelling specific fragrances, but I figured let's do a year in review on what the year in fragrance actually was. Let's have an active discussion about it because it was an interesting year for releases across all the subcategories when it comes to independent stuff, clones, Middle Eastern, certain brands stepped it up, and designers definitely had their heyday with this year, I think, with a lot of releases and so on. Like there was a lot to happen in our little corner of the fragrance community with the perfume industry. So I figured we'd talk about things like that. And I did a shorts video a little while ago on Electimus Imperium. So for those of you that saw the fragrance haul when I did my first impressions, yeah, you don't really get Aventus on the test strip, but on skin, because I've been spraying on the skin here and there, and then I have 5 sprays on my neck now. Totally get where it's Aventus meets Ani. On skin, yeah, absolutely. It has some fruitiness without the citrus. I don't really get much citrus. Fruity, has the musky tone, that woody vanilla smell of Ani. Like the way I said it in my shorts video, it's like 30 or 40% of Aventus, 30 or 40% of Ani with some other stuff sprinkled in the middle to kind of make it its own thing of this kind of hybrid fragrance that's an everyday wear vanilla-based scent that's masculine. This is really good. I totally get why people are enjoying this one, why people like this one. Might be my favorite Electimus fragrance now. Highly wearable. It smells super good. So I totally get the love it gets, and I totally get where people are coming from now that it's been on skin for a few times about the Aventus tie-in. So for those of you coming in here, definitely hit the thumbs up on your way in. Wearing Assad, have a great, safe, happy New Year's. You as well, sir. Appreciate you checking in, even though you can't stay. The year you started collecting, started in July, have around 50. Gentle Fluidity Silver, Herba Gold, Epic Man. Going to be my last pickups of 2023. Wearing Nishane Nefs. Well, you went hard with that choice. Nishane Nefs is something special. Here's one of the better releases of the year as far as designers. 1 Million Golden Oud, great choice for you, Adolfo. Juan Ochoa, good to see you. Spice Bomb EDT. Ending the year with a couple of modern day classics. I think that's a good moniker to throw on that one. Finally caught another stream. Been wearing niche all week, so decided to go with Cool Water. Timeless, in my opinion. Can't go wrong there. So that's not a Cadlage fragrance. It's a Paris Corner fragrance. So I was very confused. That's why I kind of like paused when I was reading it, because it's like, it's not a Cadlage fragrance. Typo, for sure, Giancarlo. Typo, yeah. Care Pistachio is a Paris Corner release, not Cadlage. Tarathi Blue, haven't worn that in a while. Beautiful spiced grapefruit. Interlude Black Iris from Amouage. Xerjoff 49 for Terrence. Excellent choice. Thank God it's Friday. Well, it's just day. For me, every day is just day for the most part, aside from Sunday. All the rest of them are just day. But good to see you, Kyler. Scott, how are you? Alan, good to see you. Boss Bottled Elixir. Can't go wrong there. African Leather from Memo. Wearing Tobacco. Excellent choice. Armani Strong with you, Amber. That didn't get enough love. I think I'm one of the few that really liked that release this year. But I like every Strong With You release, though. So there's bias there. It's one of my favorite DNAs, especially with designers. So I don't know how many of you saw iFragrance tease earlier. It looks like the Profondo Lights bottle. And he kind of blanked out the name of the flanker. So stay tuned with a wink emoji. I'm guessing we're getting Profondo Parfum. It's either Profondo Parfum or Profondo Elixir, but I think it's going to be Profondo Parfum. And it looks just like the Profondo Lights bottle in the picture. Yeah, so apparently they're going back to the well with another Acqua di Gio Profondo flanker. I think that's stupid. I'm still going to get it. I'm sure it's going to be good, but I would have liked to see them take a swing at a evening fragrance. I think that's something missing from the Acqua di Gio line. Like, go with a darker, more evening appropriate fragrance, maybe enhance some spices and some amber, something like that. I would, while still staying true to the original a little bit, I would have liked to see them go that route because they haven't done that. It's what it is. Like I said, I'm sure it's going to be good, but I don't think it was the best option. I think they could have did better. Again, I don't know the name of it yet. It shows that it's a Profondo flanker. He blanked out the name of the flanker, so we'll know in the next 24 hours. That's an excellent fragrance from them. Speaking of Paris Corner, stepping it up this year. Colonia Ebano from Acqua di Parma. Never tried that one. So we'll get to about the 10-minute mark, and then we'll just kind of go back and forth on what the year really was, you know? So Boss the Scent and Boss Bottled are two different fragrance lines, my man. So I'm assuming you went with Boss the Scent Private Accord, because Boss Bottled the Scent Private Accord is not a fragrance. I know what you meant, but yeah, they're two different lines. I guess it's just habit to type Boss Bottled. When you type Boss, type Bottled. Let them know, my man. Latafa, I've never tried that one. A bunch of people over the year, this particular year, have mentioned that one as their scent of the day here in the live chat. I've never tried it. What's going on, David? Triumph of Bacchus Extrait. Man, got a 10 ml decant and OMFG. I need a bottle. Scent of the day, scent of the night, Hollister Wave 2. Yeah, Triumph of Bacchus Extrait. He didn't rework the formula. He just cranked up the oil concentration, and it's phenomenal. Another one wearing Triumph of Bacchus. Excellent choice. Wearing Ani for Antonio. Good choice. Hoppin Virtual Photography. Good to see you. I had a wonderful 2023. I mean, the highlight right there. That's the highlight for me. That's the best part, because that was the goal. That was the goal on January 1st, was all I want for Christmas is the silver play button. And we got it. We got it. So thank you guys for that once again. Anybody that's here that hasn't heard me say thank you. Thank you. It's not a thing without you. Dino, good to see you. Fergamo Oud. Okay, good stuff. Good to see you. Jamie. Divine has arrived. Good to see you, my man. Killian's Golden Night. I've never tried that one. Fragrance Fraternity. Artisan Blue. My favorite green fragrance that's named wrong. I don't know why they named it blue and colored it blue. It's as green as it gets. It should be Artisan Green. It's my favorite affordable green style scent, though. It's springtime in a bottle to me. Lafayette Street from Bond number 9. Prada Luna Rosa Black. Scent of the day. Hit me with a, I'm not going to try to replicate Randy Savage, but that's a Macho Man Randy Savage reference right there. Dig it. Yeah, I dig it. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's telling everybody hello. Hoping Tom Ford releases Tobacco Oud this year. Yeah, I want it in the signature line. That's one that's on the I hope it gets released wish list. They're giving us Oud Mineral in the signature line first. So we're probably looking at second half of the year if we get it. If we do get it, it's going to be second half of the year, because first half of the year, first quarter anyways, is Tobacco Oud. I mean, Oud Mineral, which, hey, I'm for. I have a 30 ml. I don't really need any more than that. It's a very, very scarce situational thing, but I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the Olympia anymore, man. Just Bumstead winning in classic physique seems to be the thing. He's on a Phil Heath run. But as far as the main bodybuilding side of the Olympia, I don't follow any of those guys anymore. Pretty much after Phil Heath's era, I kind of got away from following the bodybuilding side, the main event, if you will, of the Olympia. It's gotten ridiculous at this point. These dudes are just inhumanly huge, way too much growth hormone. It's absurd. Like Ronnie Coleman was ridiculous. Now we're talking a few generations of Olympia bodybuilders later. So, I mean, look at the shape Ronnie Coleman's in. Awesome guy. Still trying to work out, but he's had so many surgeries. His body's so beat to shit. I'm more interested in classic physique these days. They're not just absurdly, just way too ridiculously massive. They're what bodybuilding was in the 70s and 80s, that size. So that's why I kind of like classic physique more these days. That's why everybody likes C-Bum, you know. He's got like the perfect bodybuilding physique. That's why he keeps winning the Olympia. You know, he'll probably win again. He'll probably get, I think this was number 5. He'll probably get number 6 next year. some away this month. We have some away for the members this month. I think you're trying to say some cool giveaways. I think that's what you're trying to say. Become a member support channel. Enter the giveaways. Continental U.S. only. To enter the giveaways. Indeed, sir. Indeed. Cocktail Intense by Fragrance World. Rick, how are you? Amazing giveaways. I was trying to interpret what you meant. I was pretty close, I guess, to what you had meant. Kalen, good to see you. Oud Lemon Mint from Mensera, taking it back to my roots. Raf, good to see you. Wearing Morsk Sol Batik, ordered Byerly. Never tried that one. Sampled it and loved it. Found a killer price, $142.50. Even for a 75 ml, that's a really good price. But if that's a 125 ml price, that is a steal, sir. Running back to work. Just a quick hello. Smash the like button. Appreciate you, Newt. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kyler. Just got Gris Chanel X Straight today, and steal of a deal, 90% full bottle for $140. I haven't looked at discount prices on that in some time, so I'm assuming that's a good price. I don't recall because, like I said, I haven't really looked. I just realized I need to sign into my Logitech account real quick. There we go. Because for some reason or another, it didn't have. I'm gonna pull it down. Anytime I see this, like, you know, my IG handle is usually right here. Anytime it's right here, it means it logged me out for the Logitech software for my webcam. So I had to log back in real quick. Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. That's a mythological fragrance at this point, I guess you could say. Excellent, excellent choice, Anthony. 1821 man-made sweet tobacco spirits. Hitting a woo in the Ric Flair voice. All right, all right. KVG, good to see you. Can't complain, man. It's been a good day so far. Had a great chest and back, well, back and chest, because it was more started off with back, but back and chest workout today, and 200 calories on the elliptical. I was just too out of it to do abs because I could do abs 3 times a week, and I've only done it once this week. Yeah, so no, I did twice, so I have to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's delts and arms. And 5 times a week, I got to do 200 calories on either a bike or the elliptical. I prefer to do it on the elliptical. Abs 3 times a week. Like I said, I get chest done twice a week, backs twice a week, different variations for arms twice a week. Hamstrings are twice a week. Calves are twice a week. Quads are just one hardcore time a week. Like, it's crazy. Yesterday was leg day with all those quad work. Oh, Jesus. Hack squats, Bulgarian split squats, plate loaded leg press. As well as leg extensions, all that just for my quads. Well, I mean, you're working more than just the quads with all those pressing movements, but they're predominantly quad focused the way my stance is. So I know you didn't ask all that, but you asked what's good, so I'm letting you know what's good. You know, not sure if you see my comment on your live yesterday, but I purchased the 30 ml of Adonis Awakens. Well, I hope you enjoy it. It's a beautiful, beautiful, warm rose fragrance, very woodsy. Vetiver Sensual from Mancera, good stuff. Not yet. I haven't seen the Iron Claw. I will watch the Iron Claw. I totally want to see that. I don't know if I'll be going to the theaters or if I'll wait till I can watch it at home, but of course I'm going to watch that. Never tried that one. Just popping in to get a sniff of the chat. Send of the day is Alexandria, Brooklyn. Why am I having trouble saying Brooklyn? Brooklyn fragrance lover. May Carlos rest in peace. They look like freaks. They look fake. HGH guts are out of control. That's what I'm saying. It's too overblown. That's why I like the classic physique category. That's the category I'm going to do as well. It's classic physique, man. Too much mass. There is a thing is too much mass. Like, I can't imagine how comfortable that is. Like, the other day I was telling my wife it was hilarious because I've gotten a lot bigger in the last 6 weeks since I started bulking with this new nutrition plan and workout regimen my coach put me on. And was I doing biceps at the time? I think I was doing back. I was either doing back or biceps, and I was kind of midway through the workout, and I was so pumped. I pulled my earbud out, and I went to do this to scratch at my ear with my pinky, and I couldn't quite reach. I had to go with my index finger. So I was too pumped, and I'm not a big guy, so I can't imagine how these gigantic humans are with these massive lats that are just in the way of everything. I can't imagine. Can't imagine, man. I'm nowhere near the size of these guys, not even remotely close. And when I'm too pumped up to do certain movements, it's a little much. So I can't imagine living like that. It's just too much. So Blue, my wife stole it, and I didn't even get to enjoy it. Just reordered dang Rose Note. It's so good. It does not get any love. Even if you read some of the things on the forums, it's just very hit and miss with opinions. And it doesn't get the kind of love I think it deserves. Obviously, it's a subjective thing, and everybody's into it. You're either gonna like it or you don't. No two opinions are the same, or at least aren't exactly the same. But I think it's one of his better fresh fragrances, especially because he's got so many that feature prominent rose. That one's just so fresh and enjoyable. It's a very fresh rose. It is powdery. You have to like powdery, but it's hard not to like. I'm not surprised your lady stole it from you, though. It does lean feminine. But it's a damn good one, man. Damn good monster performer, too. Ooh. I would have to lean the Strong With You, absolutely. I like the character of that profile a little more because of the booze. It's not as sweet as Lamal Elixir. It's spicier. They're both phenomenal, but I mean, gun to my head, I'd probably have to stick with Strong With You, absolutely. What's going on, Spencer? Wearing Hawass Ice. Excellent choice. So they have some fireworks, a fireworks show and all kinds of stuff. We're going to be on the pier because I'm literally 3 minutes away from feet in the sand. The wife wants to go to the beach because there's fireworks and stuff going on at the beach for New Year's. So we're going to be doing that. Poor thing's been sick with some allergies, so I hope she's feeling better. Today's not much better than yesterday, but hopefully come tomorrow night she'll be okay to go do that because she made those plans. I'm hoping we're able to go because that'll be different. I mean, we're at the beach. They have some special stuff going on with some fireworks and everything. Pier Park up the road is going to be closed off for all the festivities. So we're going to go check that out. That's the plan. That starts earlier in the day. You don't have to, it's not all the way till midnight. There's 2 different stages to what they have going on. So hit the damn like button. We're slacking. Really, let me click refresh and see what we're looking like on likes. We've got about 100 people. Appreciate you guys coming hang out. 51 likes. We got half likes to views. We're definitely better than that, guys. I believe in you. You're definitely better than that. We got a good group here. So if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up for me real quick. Never tried it. I don't even think I've ever looked into that one before. Unfortunately, I can't weigh in. Purchased a few Kingsgate fragrances last night in Dedrick's stream. You have any interest in the house? Not in particular. Never really looked into them. Oh, damn. So that is a great price then, Raph. For those of you that don't remember, that was the 90% full partial that he bought of Byerly. I think that was a partial, or was it a full? But it was Byerly. Only 41 likes. Oh, so I'm a little bit behind in the comments, but we'll get there. Okay. Wearing Zaharoff tobacco, 8 hours and still going. I bet it is. That's one of my most worn fragrances year on year since it came out. Like I've got a pretty sizable dent in that bottle. Like I wear it more in the evenings to relax than I do casually. Because I like my favorite shave set. It's pretty much my tobacco shave set, and I always spray the fragrance with it too. You really can't go wrong. It's so good. Arguably the best tobacco fragrance I've ever smelled. It's between that and Triumph of Bacchus. It's my 2 favorites. And it's not even close. Plum and Cognac, dear heavens. This stuff is insanely good. If you haven't yet, Mr. Ross, get a sample at least. I think you'll get a bottle. Sweet plum and light spicy woods. Funny enough, I got a decant right here that's still taped. I haven't opened. It's funny that you say that. It's literally right here. I don't remember if it was Jared or Jason, but it was one of the 2 of them that this was part of the package they sent me. I just haven't opened it yet. Well, yeah, hell yeah. But Brock Lesnar, he's just a genetic freak. He really is. No, I'm definitely not natural. It's no secret that I'm on testosterone. I've been on testosterone for a couple of years now, TRT. Yeah, that's not a secret. That's not a big question. You just haven't been around much, I guess. Yeah, I don't hide any of that stuff, man. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm natural. I'm not. Absolutely not. Let's see. Cheers, Spence. I'm telling everybody hello. It's released, but not Gris Chanel. X-Straight. Hey, what's going on, Georgie? Surprised you're not on your George Zaharoff profile. Interested to see you on the Zaharoff profile. All right. Hope everything's going well. I know you're many hours ahead. For those of you that don't know, George is on a special trip, getting some footage and doing a lot of big things. So travel safe. Good to hear from you. Glad nobody stole you in the jungle. Glad to see you're okay. Layton is phenomenal. My favorite from the house is Kalan, which is very strange fragrance, and not too many people will agree with it. I understand. But Layton is like my second favorite. It's a mentholic, spicy, fruity, woodsy fragrance, thick, creamy vanilla, dark, and kind of a resinous feel. It's good stuff. Really, really good stuff. You'll never hear me have a bad thing to say about Layton. I'll tell you that. I enjoy Layton quite a bit. Everybody's telling George hello. Big fan from Malaysia. Well, I sure appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful end to your year, and I hope everybody has a great start to the new year because it's right around the corner. Metal Rain's good stuff. Lately, I haven't been snacking on a whole lot. I've been kind of sticking to the meal plan because I'm bulking, so I've been eating so much that I don't really get cravings for anything. Now, February 1st, when I go into a 16-week contest prep, I don't know. I've never been on that extreme of a diet before to where it's going to be really mapped out meal plan with, I'm excited for the challenge, but I don't really know fully what to expect because it's going to change throughout the process, but we'll see then. Maybe sugar-free jellos and things like that. So I don't know what I'll be allowed to have, but right now I really haven't been craving any sugars. Because I have 2 bananas a day, so I get some sugars from that. I have blueberries in the morning with my oats, so I get sugars from that. Like I've been having a lot of fruit lately, so it really curves the sweet tooth. I've been getting natural sugars and antioxidants every day. Like I said, 100 grams of blueberries in the morning and 2 bananas from 2 different meals. I have 7 meals a day, counting my post-workout, which my post-workout is 2 scoops of whey isolate protein and 50 grams of rice checks. Very specific. That's technically 1 meal. So I have 6 whole food meals plus that shake and some rice checks. That's 7 meals technically. It's a lot to get that food in. My food's measured by the gram. It's all good. I haven't gotten fatter, but I have gotten bigger. I have gotten much bigger and stronger without getting fatter. My coach is a pro for a reason. Instant Crush. Big support from Croatia. I sure appreciate you. Thank you very much. Glad to see you're okay, Georgie. Ross can't scratch his ear. So I'm that far behind. Oh, shit. I might have to skip ahead a little bit. I don't know if it's true, but I heard those massive high monsters can't wipe their... I believe it. I totally believe it. Zaharoff with the 1999 super chat. This is for Ross. Needs a valet to scratch his ear fund. I sure appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. Able to pop in for a sec. Eye fragrance coming in hot with the end of the year hint. I think it's going to be Profondo Parfum since he blocked out the name of the flanker. I know that's what you're talking about. And we love you, Georgie. We sure love you. You're in Brussels. Okay, so you're not in the jungle right now. What day are you going to the jungle? I'm not going to tell everybody for what, but they'll be like, oh, George is going to the jungle. Yes, George is going in the middle of nowhere for something special. That's part of the main reason for the trip. It's exciting stuff. Gerard George, how are you, sir? Great to see you popping in. Congratulations on hitting 100K this year. Ross, hoping for new milestones ahead for you. Happy New Year. Hey, congratulations on your milestone as well. Gerard recently hit 10K. So congratulations. That's the beginning of many more milestones to come, my man. Always think bigger than the next 10,000. That's what I told Dedrick when he hit 10,000. I want to tell you the same thing because you're a very interesting and unique individual in the space. I love how you've made the Rack Store videos your own too. The weekly rotations, all these different things you do. I appreciate you, sir. Love the Boston accent too. It really suits you. And you're embarrassing the rest of us. You're just such a good looking guy. Like you're making it harder for average guys like me. Okay. Just throwing that out there, sir. But I'm glad that you had I know you had a pretty good year. I hope you have an even better 2024, Gerard. I appreciate you coming hang out with us for a little bit. Everybody's telling Gerard hello. Scratch his ear fund. Yeah, right? Jacques Foth, Carasso Bay. You smell incredible. You smell like you're hanging out by the beach. Why are the Mont Blanc scents not very strong? Typical designer fragrances aren't meant to be crazy strong. unless they're special flanker. Like these elixirs were designed to be strong, most of them. But the average person doesn't want to overwhelm coworkers and things like that. Like there's a conditioning that goes on in the online fragrance community where everybody thinks stronger, but blow the paint off the wall on the building across the street because your fragrance is so strong. Make sure everybody 100 feet from you can smell you. There's a conditioning that's happened with that. And most situations, a crazy strong fragrance isn't all that practical unless you're just disrespectful of others. There's a time and a place for all of it. There's many circumstances where it's totally fine to have some monster performer and you're going to get your compliments you're looking for and all that good stuff. But it's a much more situational thing than it gets credit for. So designer scents are to kind of please a large demographic of people, whereas the strong stuff that we in the online fragrance community, majority of people are after, is a much smaller crowd. So there's fragrances for us, for those of us that want more out of something. So your average designer fragrances like Montblanc, Montblanc's offerings, for example, you're not really going to find something crazy strong from them because they're not made to be that way, because they're not marketing to the online fragrance community. They're marketing to the masses. So hope that provides some perspective for you. Somebody's bored. Brand new. Gifted a membership. Well, John C., whoever got it, I'm sure appreciates it. I'm not sure who ended up with it. Of course, Georgie. How far behind is he? I guess I need to skip ahead. Yeah. So thanks, George. That's a double type. I'm hiding so people don't know it's me. Maybe pick a different profile then. Greetings to all and best new year. Sin of the night, Kiko Misiri, Iris d'Argent. Is that how you say that? Scent of the year without competition. Jean-Paul Gaultier Lamal Elixir, and niche would be Ganymede. Maybe last year released. Apologies. Volcanus has arrived. $10 super chat. We're in Carved Oud by Thameen. I appreciate you, sir. Appreciate the generosity that you're always showing the channel. I hope you have a great start to 2024, sir. I love Cologne. I think it's a very unique, spicy fragrance. Nick, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. Look happy and healthy and happy. Stay up. Same to you, Nick. Same to you. Yeah, I can't complain, man. 2023 was a great year. I'm hoping to keep this momentum, as I'll do my best to continue the momentum. Not just with the channel, just in general. Life's been good, man. Life outside of being off camera has been very good. I have no complaints. You get what you put out in the world, and if you try to breed positivity, typically some positive things will come back to you. Nothing anybody here doesn't know already, but it would be selfish of me to complain when life has been so good. So thankful for you guys for sure. Anybody that's newer to the channel that's watching right now, anybody watching the replay that's newer to the channel, I appreciate all of you. I mean, y'all allowed this milestone to happen. That was the goal set on January 1st, and it was allowed to happen because of you guys. I can't make this. All I can do is put my time, effort, and all of my passion into what I'm doing here on camera on this channel. But that doesn't come without you guys. Nobody's watching. It's for nothing, right? So thank you guys once again. That made my whole year. That's all I wanted this year. I put my nose to the grindstone, and you guys made it a reality for me. So I appreciate you guys. Memberships vary from $4.99 to $9.99 to $24.99 to $149.99 or $150 even, I think. So it depends because there's different tiers. The basic membership's $4.99, and then when we start getting into the designer giveaways, $9.99. The niche giveaways, $24.99. The super fan tier is just extra support for the channel. It's nothing extra beyond the $24.99. I think that was John that got you, unless it was yesterday, because if it was yesterday's gifted memberships, it was either me or Volcanus. Yeah, indeed. Ooh, so the one fragrance I would like to see, I don't think we're going to get, and that's Bleu de Chanel Elixir. I'm staying on that until they give it to me, which I don't think they will. I would love to see it happen, though. Bleu de Chanel Elixir, I would love to see that come to fruition. tuned in from work, so I just have to listen. Y'all behave now. Let them know. Jungle's on the 31st, so 2 more days. So Sunday. Let me scroll down. Vlog randomly popped in my feed this morning. You look like a different man. Congrats on your fitness goals and much luck to you and your contest in 2024. I appreciate that, sir. It's funny. I had a comment earlier because I was doing some bent over dumbbell rows and I put it as a reel on Instagram. I was like, let me put it on my vlog channel as a shorts video too. And somebody commented about, man, when I first found you a few years ago, you were fat. Congratulations on your journey. You look great. I appreciate that. There's a lot of time and effort. It takes time and consistency. There's no magic fix and all that good stuff. So it's, I see George is going on a membership gifting spree over here on the left side. So very generous of you, sir. So I'll get caught up to that at some point. But yeah, it's a lifestyle change. You know, to get in better shape and eat cleaner. Like I tell anybody that asks, my answer is always the same, is I'm happier, healthier, more driven, successful, and motivated in my daily life than I've ever been before. And it's that's hilarious. Ayahuasca trip for George, LOL. I doubt that's the case, but yeah, it's life's what you put into it and what you make of it. It's cliche, but it's true. You know what I mean? It's very, very true. Angola, Congo, Zambia. Return the favor. The Boz has arrived. We're an Opera de Joe Parfum. Great choice, sir. Great choice. You smell fantastic. Absolute, Gerard. Happy to have you here, my man. When you see good people come along in the community, you want to show your support to them and help them and do what you can to help them flourish. You and I still need to get together on a stream, sir. That's been procrastinated for like 1.5 years now. But one of these days we will get to it. You just let me know when, because I'm always down for stuff. But yeah, good dude, real good dude. You're a great person to have in this space. So I'm here to help. I'm here to help in any way I can, my man. Even if it's just a pat on the back for you. Sometimes all you need is a little pat on the back to keep you going. And, you know, sometimes it's good to hear from your peers that you're doing a great job. And you, sir, are doing a great job. Yeah, Boz changed his name quite a bit. I like that, Boz Nova. That's pretty good. Let's see. Tuberose Overdose by Banana Republic. Guys, I got to skip down a little bit. Thank you, sir. This is one of the the Saints Christmas presents that I got. My mom got me this one. When I was in Homa back in August, we had saw it at TJ Maxx. They didn't have my size, so she remembered. And when she came across it and found it in a large, she scooped it up for me. She had sent me a picture. She's like, "You still want it?" I said, "Well, yeah, of course I still want it. Sure, I'll take that." Well, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I've been buying a lot lately, man. A lot. Like I've literally made in the last week 4 orders from Fragrance Buy. So I've been buying a lot of fragrances. Hell, one of the orders is right here. I'm wearing Imperium, which is from one of the recent orders. Holy crap, George has gifted another 20 memberships. Jesus Christ. Well, we're going to have a packed house on Sunday morning for the member live stream. For those of you that can make it. Made me lose my train of thought, George. Jesus. I pretty much got the majority of the 2023 releases that I wanted randomly throughout the year. Holy shit, 60 memberships? Damn. Well, all right then. George Zaharoff did not pay for this live stream, but George Zaharoff sure did pay for 60 memberships here today. I saw an opportunity. So that's hilarious. Yeah, there's nothing really specific. I would like to get Boss the Scent Elixir that's coming. I may potentially get my nose on the signature release of Tom Ford Oud Mineral to see if it's the same as the bottle I have, just for comparison's sake. Maybe get a decant just to check it out because I don't need more. I have 30 ml. It's plenty. Outside of that, I'm just excited to see what comes. LeBeau Paradise Garden. Excited to get that one. I'm glad we're getting another LeBeau flanker. Indeed, indeed. Dominique, good to see you. Love you, TLTG fam. Love you, Ross. I need my Ross fix and the room. Happy 2024. Well, I sure appreciate that, George. Thank you, man. Very generous of you today, sir. Zadig and Voltaire. Happy New Year to George Zaharoff. Blessings. So let me see. It's a sick hat. I need to find some for the other teams. So I have all 3 versions of this hat. It's the triple outline. I have the snapback that has the gold brim. And then what's the other one? The other one is a 3930 that's all mesh. That's all black with a curved bill. Got a few of them. Well, that's hilarious, Boz. So the Zaharoff profile is gifting memberships galore. He's gifted 80 memberships. Holy shit. Boz got a membership yesterday. That's the funny part. I'll be on the dark continent. All right, so I got to skip ahead. So before I go, who gets the 10 memberships? It's at random. When you're buying gifting memberships, it just randomly gives memberships out because I did 10 of them yesterday myself. It's just at random. They don't let you pick them. What's going on, Montrese? Good to see you, my man. Nick, how are you? That would be Zaharoff. Is gifted 80, unless he did more. Yeah, 80 memberships here in this live stream. So 'tis the season of gift giving, and in this situation, it is gifted memberships. So yeah, they got I've got 40. See, it piles all of them, all the noteworthy stuff that involves money. Fan funding is what it's called. It all highlights at the top. So that's how I'm able to see he did 4 rounds of 20 gifted memberships. We got some super chats I didn't get to yet. So Michelle was here. Then was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. You were here for a little bit. It was towards the end, boss. It was towards the end you showed up and you ended up getting one of those gifted memberships because between me and Volcanus, we did like 26 gifted memberships yesterday. And now there's another 80 here. John C. did one. There's over 100 gifted memberships in the last 2 streams. It's wild. Love all the support you get from people. Wow. And look, this little community that we're building that hangs around this channel, it's a special group. That TLTG family moniker that I titled you guys a long time ago. It's a real thing. That's why I engage with you guys so much. I'm thankful. I started this channel to have these conversations in the first place, right? I didn't really have anybody to talk fragrance with. So I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sure whoever gets it will appreciate it. Kaylin gifted one right in return. So there you go. Everybody's being quite generous to one another today. I appreciate you guys. And look, for the cut that YouTube doesn't take, that does go to me. That's all when it comes to super chat, super thanks, super stickers, membership money, all that stuff. Any of the cut that I get after YouTube takes their 30%. That's how I buy all these. That's the money that goes to these fragrance hauls. When I tell you guys I put it back into the channel, I always put it back into the channel. That's how I buy all these fragrances all the time. I let that money be that specifically. So the bigger that pile gets every month, next thing you know, I'm buying 4 and 5 fragrance hauls and shit like that. So that's you guys funding these fragrance hauls. That's why how dare me not buy some fragrances to talk about with you guys. That's why I like doing we did 2 or 3 of them recently where I jumped on live and we went shopping together. And it's like, all right, give me some suggestions. What are we buying? Hell, the last fragrance haul from yesterday or day before. So yesterday, day before, all 6 fragrances. I didn't pick none of those. You guys picked those. I love doing that stuff. It's fun time. Fun time. Let's see. Like say Happy New Year and thank you for schooling me on my fragrance journey. So I appreciate you, sir. James, I appreciate you right back, sir. I am no expert. I am no aficionado. I just love this shit and love talking about it with everybody. And I'm like a Rolodex. Once I learn something about a fragrance, for the most part, it stays. I'm like a Rolodex. They aren't even here will be members. Yeah, no shit. I think they have to be in here for it to automatically gift it to them, you know. Santa Zaharoff. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Every time I go visit and it's just me and it's not like some Zed creator thing where it was all of us there doing something. Anytime I go just me, we try to remember to do that. We've done that like 3 or 4 times now where we've done one of these because George is hilarious, as you can see. That's not a show he's putting on. That's George in those vlogs. That's George. That's the interaction between us. Talking shit, goofing off, cracking jokes, picking random, goofy, funny stuff. That's what it's like to be around the 2 of us together. And that's how he is. That is him. He's not putting on a show. That's just me filming him being him in a store, which it's hilarious to see him in a rack store. He's so out of his element, but he has fun with it. He definitely has fun with it. And it's fun for me too. I didn't change the prices. Yeah, I just clicked join. They're all the same: $4.99, $9.99, $24.99, $149.99. I literally just clicked join just to see on the YouTube, because I got YouTube separate from StreamYard. Click refresh real quick, and I'll click join again. Yeah, prices are the same. I don't know why it's showing that for you, Raph. Are you outside of the U.S.? I don't think you are, because I would think it would naturally convert. My whole town and city, yeah, for sure. Eugene, Happy New Year's to you as well. Jesus, let's see if I can get one. You get a membership. You get it. Yeah, he's pulling his Oprah stuff right now. All right, so I'm so far behind. So, guys, I'm going to skip a. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to skip a good bit because I know I'm pretty far behind. Top 10 Axe. I don't own a single Axe body spray, so no, sir, I will not be doing that. Let him know, Volcanus. He's putting me and you to shame. We thought we were gifting a lot of memberships yesterday. He's putting us to shame, my man. I see D got a Danielle got a membership as well. I'm not sure yet. So I don't have Sunday lined out yet. So Friday was today, obviously, is Imperium from Electimus. I'm going to wear a Gentleman Reserve Privé tomorrow for Saturday, but I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for Sunday, especially since we're going to be going to the beach for the festivities over there. It's still going to be kind of crisp and cool, so I'll probably wear something relatively, I don't know. I really don't know, because like part of me wants to wear something like this, but I know my wife's not going to like it. So I'm going to save that for a different situation. I'm really not sure. I haven't really given it a lot of thought. You guys will definitely know when the time comes, though. All right, let me skip ahead because I think I'm pretty far behind. James with $20 super chat. I appreciate, sir. I appreciate you right back, sir. Thank you very much for the generosity. Very, very kind of you. Get this a lot, so I apologize. Is there any update on Black Rose? So I can't say. It's coming. I can say it's coming, sir. I just can't. I'm gonna tease you a little bit. Just a little. Just a little quick tease. The time is coming. It's around the corner. When it's pre-sale time, I'll let you guys know. George will let you guys know too. Obviously, it's his pre-sale. When it's time for me to put the review out, I will definitely put the review out. I'm very, very eager and excited to do this review. Much more excited than I was for Coco Loco and for Aurum, because I like this more than both. This rivals Rosé. It's a totally different rose. It's not the same rose as Rosé. It's not the same profile as Rosé. It is a different rose fragrance, a much more masculine one. I want to give you guys more details, but it's not time. I'll give you a little bit. I can give you a little bit, but the time is coming, guys. I'm just as excited, if not more excited than you guys, because this is my kind of jam. This is my kind of Zaharoff release right here. Like, I love most of what George puts out, but this is my jam right here. I'm super excited for Black Rose. Hey, that's a great choice. That's a great choice. The whole chat's full of members now. Thanks, George. Yeah, no shit. What's going on, Dan? Next year might be the time to get my first Zaharoff. Ross, I think you bought my membership this month. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it was yesterday, I think. Yeah, you got one of the ones yesterday. Sure did. Love you all. Good night, everyone. Ross is my favorite person in the world, and you are all my biggest supporters. Well, thank you very much, George. You're absolutely my favorite, aside from my wife. My wife is my favorite person, but you're a close second, my man. You're a close second. I wish more people could really know George Zaharoff, because we need more George Zaharoffs in this world. Anybody that wants to say anything negative about it, you jealous fuck, because he's a wonderful, wonderful human being. As you can see, super, super generous. Didn't have to do any of this. Didn't have to gift all those memberships. Just kind souls do kind things. So have a good night, Georgie. Talk soon. Be safe. And we sure appreciate you, George. Thoughts on Très Nuit by Armaf? I think, and this is a hot take, I think it's kind of better than Green Irish Tweed. And the reason I say that is it's a richer fragrance. At least the old bottle I have. I have a bottle that's like 5-6 years old. and it's not as good a quality, obviously, as a Creed fragrance, but it's richer. I like it. I haven't worn it in a long time though. Mr. Gumbo, yes sir, good to see you. That's really kind. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's such a good dude. Safe travel, GZ. What's going on, Rabbi? How are you? Sunday Diorum Intense. Surprised how good it smells on somewhat a rainy day. I'm not. That fragrance smells good anytime. Bringing the new year correctly. Love you, George. Most humble, good human, GZ. Respect. Y'all have no idea. He's a wonderful person. I don't get any florals from it. They're making me hesitant. No, it's loaded with petitgrain and mint leaf. That's the main things I get from it. That is my favorite, my absolute favorite green fragrance. My favorite springtime fragrance. It is my favorite MFK fragrance. Just one of my favorites. It's a phenomenal fragrance. If you're weary of it, sample first. Definitely don't go into that one blindly and buy a bottle. You can absolutely sample that first. And I would strongly encourage it. What? My man, you need to stick to Macy's. If that smells like an old lady perfume, maybe Niche and Mancera and stuff like that. Certain ones, maybe they're not for you because, man, that's such a versatile, easygoing fragrance. If that smells like an old lady to you, man, stick to the blues and designers and stuff like that. Like I'm being funny, but I'm also being serious. Like, man, if that smells like an old lady to you, reel it back, man. Maybe Mancera ain't the brand for you. Don't buy not another Mancera without sampling it first. See those first 3 words, I blind bought? Don't do that no more. If something is easy to wear and versatile as that makes you feel that way, please don't blind buy any more Manceras. Please sample them first and potentially save yourself some money and some hassle. Like I said, I'm being funny, but I'm being very serious. I'm trying to help you here so you don't do that again. Blind buying sounds cool and looks cool and can be fun when you end up loving the fragrance, but shit like this can happen too. So be wary of that. Be wary of that, my man. Yeah, something else. Like you don't have enough. I'm not saying you had to keep doing these. Nose is running a little bit. Wife's sick. Wife's cold might be wearing off on me. I appreciate the generosity, but that's hilarious. If you see something you want, you're going to buy it any damn way. Don't sit there and act like you're not. Yeah, I did show up at the end, but missed the giveaway. Well, there was no giveaway yesterday. There wasn't a giveaway yesterday. It was just a fragrance haul. John gifted another membership. Nathan got one of the ones I gifted yesterday. Sure did. One more drop in the gifting ocean. I appreciate it. And I'm sure whoever got it appreciates it as well. Let's see. This year I can blame a few fragrance purchases on Ross. Black Gold, Brioni Intense, and a few more. Some good ones right there. Ooh, man. Those I don't want to say challenging, but those are different. Those are step outside your comfort zone kind of fragrances. That's kudos. Good job. Some good ones right there. I've never tried it. I have never tried it, unfortunately. Enjoy it, my man. Enjoy it. So the main thing with the gifted ones that have been going around is you have access. You get priority in the live chats. Obviously, I try to make sure to acknowledge the members as best I can. Try to skip as little as possible, as well as the members only stream, which is going to be Sunday morning. I got to set that up still. But it'll be Sunday morning. You'll get to see us spin the wheel and do the giveaways and all that stuff. A bit more of an intimate setting than what the public streams are. As well as you have access to those custom emojis, which I'm kind of surprised I haven't been seeing the members go crazy with. Normally when we get new members, they go nuts with them to, welcome them to the membership. But I guess because it's just so many, we're talking well over 100, 110, 115 members today. That's wild. So, well, right back. He gifts another 10. It's crazy how generous you guys are. For all the toxicity and frag, it's great to see love here today. I agree. Because I'm not saying gifting memberships and spending money is what it should be, but the friendship and community side of it is what it's supposed to be. Not any of that toxic shit that you're referring to. Most people here are going to know full well what you do mean. And it's not necessarily just one thing. There's a few different outlets and things that provide that kind of stuff. And I think this hobby and this passion gets taken a little too seriously sometimes. I always bring up how quirky and weird our hobby is because it is kind of quirky and kind of weird. Go explaining how much you love perfume to, your buddy from high school that has one cologne, or your mom, how she doesn't. Your mom probably doesn't even understand it, and she might have 10 perfumes. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of an oddball thing that we're into. It's not the most, I guess, of the norm kind of hobbies, but it's a unique passion, and you would think this community would be more tight knit with one another instead of trying to constantly tear people down and create narratives and try to belittle people and just all the things that come with it. It's kind of strange, and it's not a lot of it. It's a small amount of that on the grand scheme of things. The bigger scale, it's a small portion, but for the most part, there's a lot of good people in this community, and that's who you just got to try to stay around for the most part. Try to block out the negative bullshit, because when you start taking part in negative energy like that, you bring in negative energy into your life, and next thing you know, without realizing, you're attracting more negative energy from other things. We're magnets. We are magnets for different types of energy, guys. So what you attract is what you attract. The more you involve yourself in certain things, the more you're going to attract those types of things in other avenues of your life. Hashtag, the more you know, hashtag food for thought. There you go. We should create those hashtags. Well, the more you know is already a thing, but just a little TLTG tidbit for the day, I guess, is what we'll go with there. We are the toxic ones. No, you're not, Spencer. Shut up. Want to get in the house with Zaharoff. Where should I start? I would suggest grabbing some samples. TLTG Zed Head will save you 10%. The samples are $5 a piece before the discount. Just read a couple of profiles. Don't even look at my reviews or anything unless you really want to, but go read some of the scent profiles and see what kind of interests you, and put together a cart of some samples, because you can sample all of the releases. All of the releases have samples available on the Zaharoff website. I would encourage you to do so, because you never know what you can end up liking. There's something for everybody. And the collection's expanded so much, even outside of Zed creators, just the house releases. Such an expansive collection at this point. Down the line, 500K, we start doing these. Oh, I love doing these live streams. I mean, who knows what it will be down the line, but yeah, I'm still going to do live streams. Will it be the exact same schedule? I don't know. I'm sure that'll alter and change a little bit over time, but I love doing these live streams. Love it. Literally, when we build, because we're looking at some property in about a year or two, kind of eyeballing areas. Probably going to build a barn dominium. The idea is in about 3 years. And I'm literally, instead of having a room like this, I'm going to build a specific studio with specific backdrop and everything that's going to have a live streaming area. It won't even necessarily have the fragrances behind me. You won't have a couch right there. It will be less of a room and more of a studio. That's the idea I have. Like, I'm serious about what I do. I love what I do. I love doing this with you guys. So anything I can do to expand upon, not take from, but expand upon, I'm looking to do in the future, because it can't always be the exact same all the time. Eventually things get stale and you got to mix it up a little bit, but still be me, whether I got 500 subscribers or 500,000, like you mentioned here, still going to be me. I'm still going to offend the sensitive, and you guys are still going to enjoy me. It's still going to be the same dynamic for the most part. I love doing these live streams. I love having these conversations with you guys. I like doing these more than having a fragrance topic, just talking to you guys. It's my favorite stuff to do. This is my absolute favorite thing to do on this channel right now, what we're doing right now. I don't find, because Kajal Ohm 2 doesn't really smell like Eau Extreme. At least I don't think so. I don't believe it to be. Thought I might have been getting texts. My watch was going off. What the hell is my watch acting up for? Okay, reach my activity goal. That's great. The hell was it vibrating for? I thought maybe because my phone's on silent. I was thinking maybe I got a text or something. I'm not going to argue that point because I totally agree. Nah, I wouldn't say all that, man. I'm definitely not an expert. I just really love this stuff. And I constantly want to learn more. I constantly want to test myself and expand my palate and my ability to detect different things. And I like playing the guessing game when it comes to, and then cross-referencing to see how accurate was I. Sometimes I'm pretty damn accurate where it's pat on the back. Sometimes like, shit, I still think it smells like this, but apparently not. What's giving me that, I don't know. But it's fun for me. I genuinely love talking fragrance and smelling different fragrances. And 5 years from now, God knows how many thousands of fragrances. And I hear all the time, oh, they're going to go bad, bro. What a waste of money. No. That's people that don't understand the situation, I guess, or me, or the reality of what's going on. Is this is what I do. I review these fragrances. I talk about these fragrances. I'm learning along the way. Some of that going to spoil over time? Sure. I totally am fully aware of that. I buy them well aware of what's going to happen. But at the same time, you have to remember there's a vintage market in this. And depending on the quality of the ingredients and or how they are stored is going to dictate the true shelf life and longevity of these fragrances. Some of these fragrances are going to last 30 or 40 years. Some of them are going to last 3 or 4. It all depends. Citrus top notes always spoil first, but there's vintage citrus aromatics that people seek out for hundreds of dollars a bottle that still smell incredible 30 years later. So keep that in mind, guys. You should see some of the comments I get. I've never tried that one, Montrese. Overspray for the situation. If you work in an office setting, don't wear a Monster. Don't spray a Monster heavy. But your HR department probably already told you that at some point. You know, like it's only certain situations where it's like, like I mentioned earlier about a conditioning in the online community. Certain situations, it's not cool to do that. Spray like crazy and all. And so it depends. Now, depending on your situation, you might be able to do that every day of your life, everywhere you go. But you got to be mindful of these situations. So that's what I say is overspraying for the wrong situation. I would say is one of those things. I agree, Zach. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. Okay. I have to skip ahead. I'm a little ways behind. Got another gifted membership. You guys are being super generous today. I wish I could keep track of who all was getting those memberships. You're like a squirrel with a nut. You just won't let that go, huh, Bilbo? Not everybody knows what the hell you're talking about, but a few people watching do. Unreal. Yeah, the link's been kind of wonky with doing the automatic 10%. That's why I say use that code. That's why George created that code just in case. TLTG Zhead, ZEDHEAD. Just in case. If the link doesn't automatically give it to you, the code will. What's going on, Joel? Haven't tried anything from the house. Okay. Best Joel, much love, brother. Yeah, Joel is a class act. I agree. I haven't tried a single one, unfortunately. No, they're different fragrances. That's what I was saying earlier. They are not the same profile. They are not the same kind of rose. Different personalities. Rosé is phenomenal. Rosé is a masterpiece, in my opinion. When I say can rival rosé, it doesn't mean superior in every way. It just means at minimum as good as. Oh, yeah, there you go. There, I guess I didn't know that was an option. So there you go. Since George bought so many memberships, let him pick your scent or use one of the scents for New Year's Eve. I mean, I have an idea of what I want to wear. I just can't publicly show that that's what I'm wearing. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So if you don't see a scent of the day post on Sunday, I'm wearing Black Rose. So, because I've been doing test sprays, but I haven't been doing full wearings because I don't want to skimp on my scent of the day posts and stuff like that, you know, which are pretty much exclusive on IG unless I do a shorts video. That's pretty much the scent of the day post these days. For those of you that have been wondering what happened to those, because I can't show you the bottle yet. It's not time. And oh boy, is it the best one he's ever done. You'll see. You'll see very soon. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking that. I'm kind of thinking that. Maybe I'll hold it in my hand for the post by the beach and just blur the bottle out. I don't know. Figure something out. Maybe. Actually, yeah, I think December 31st is a great move for that. Maybe something special is happening that evening. I think that's a great choice. Well, I'm just a giant shill and salesman, right? Just ask the internet. That's all it is. It's not that the fragrance is good or that the man makes good products or that I genuinely like it. Can't be that. Appreciate you, Neil. I'll show a little, then take it back. Now I know how far back I am. Jeez. Well, I don't have enough of either to do a best of. I have like six or seven Nichane fragrances. I got 6 Nichane fragrances, and I only have, with the 2 coming in that haven't gotten here yet for Zaharoff. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 6. I have 6 Zaharoff fragrances. So I'm trying to expand on my Zaharoff and Nichane collections in 2024. That's actually a goal of mine. So maybe later in the year, but beginning of the year, it just can't happen. I need to expand my collection of those 2 houses further before I can say, all right, these are my favorites of what I have and what I've tried these, so give me a little bit more time on that. I would say give me another 6 months, maybe. It's good stuff. I have some experience. I have a few from them. I got a discovery set for Christmas, and Rain Intense Incense blew my mind. Gothic Incense Bomb. I'd like that. I haven't tried that one. I have not tried that one. Emailing these companies and let them know that Tltg reviews on YouTube sent me that way to buy their colognes. That's kind of funny. I appreciate the love. You don't need to do any of that, my man. I just appreciate you trusting in my opinion, but I would still encourage you to sample for yourself, man. Don't just buy on my opinion, because you may not share the same opinion when you actually try it. Okay, that's a hot take, Joel. I see, brother. Canada has its perks, though. Big Rose fan with that Black Rose can release. Valentino Uomo Noir Absolute. Never tried that one, Dan. All right, I got to skip ahead, man. I get so far behind so quickly. Wow, everybody hitting all the custom emojis. I brought it up, and you guys are going crazy. I appreciate that. Good to see you, Jeremiah. So it is Parfum. Okay, because I didn't see the follow-up post. I saw where he blocked out the name of the flanker, and that was my assumption, was it's Profondo Parfum. So there you go, guys. I think that's lazy. I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm going to buy it, but I still think it's lazy. Like I was saying earlier, Jeremiah, because I know you're just getting here, I would have liked to see them go with a night flanker, an evening flanker of some kind, something spicier and warmer that still ties to the DNA, because they don't have anything like that in the line. I would have liked to see that. Oh, my splack up, wrong channel. Yeah, I talked to Dedrick earlier. That's kind of funny. Oh, I'm gonna have the right setup, but I mean, this is a couple of years from now. Like, this is going to be the setup for a few years. I'm going to be here at minimum 2 years. And minimum, I'm going to be in this apartment for 2 years. We love this apartment. We got a great location. I got a great spot. Don't get me wrong. This room, the biggest room I've had to work with since I started this channel. Multiple closets and shit. Like, I don't have some cheap ass apartment. Like, we got what we needed, which costs more. To get what we needed, the room we needed costs more. And the location. The location really jumps the price up. But I will have something strategic. Like, I haven't done the logo light yet because it's not pertinent. I don't have to have it right now, but eventually I will. It's going to be 36 by 30, 3 feet by almost 3 feet, RGB, everything. It's of the logo. That will be in the studio when the time comes. What's going on, Randy? How are you? Happy holidays to you as well. Final Parfum said the other day was teased today and sent elixir on the way. Yeet. Hit me with the yeet. All right. Yeet. Main event fragrance dude over here. I'm disappointed with Profondo Parfum being the release, but again, I know it's going to be good. It's just I wish they'd went a different route. Boston Elixir, though, I'm super excited for that. I'm confident that's going to be really good. Very confident. Top 3 niche and designer. So designer is going to be easy. Ombre leather. Let me just get that out of the way now. Niche is where it gets really hard. I got some really good leather niche. Designer, ombre leather. Strong with You leather. Big fan of that one. I love that fragrance. Third designer. Ooh. So I got a lot of them that could kind of fall in line here. Let's mix it up with a fresh leather like CK Defy EDP. That's a very fresh leather. Now niche. Jesus Christ. That's going to be difficult to just pick three. I got some great leather accord niche fragrances. I'm going to go with, since I love ombre leather, I'm going to go with Paradis de Sin's Bliss, which is a more earthy, woodsy take on Tuscan leather. You get the fruity, the raspberry and everything early, but it transitions into an earthy patchouli and woody dominant fragrance as it transitions and dries down. It's amazing. We'll go with that. Leather Tobacco will knock your socks off from Zaharoff. I mean, literally, it's crazy strong. And damn, this is hard. It's hard to not pick this because this would fall into a few categories for one of my favorite iris fragrances, one of my favorite oud fragrances, and one of my favorite leather fragrances because it's prominent in all of them. Black Prestigium from Mancera is one of my favorite pickups of the year. It blew me away. Phenomenal. That's actually the second spin for the niche tier in the member giveaway. Not that bottle, but a brand new bottle that's not here yet because we have 2 spins at the niche tier this month. Love the video he shared. Getting the big plate bottle on. Well, that's the thing. The 2 ounce doesn't have a plate, just like Aurum. It's got print, but the 4 ounce does. 4 ounce. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Makes this look like child's play. This plate, and this is articulate and gorgeous and detailed and just thick metal. It's ridiculous. It's a work of art. Rosé puts it to shame. Black Rose puts it to shame. What's going on, Paul? Okay, Boz, your 4 favorite: Artisan Blue, Artisan Pure, Artisan Aqua. However, well, I appreciate the compliment. I won't argue with you. I appreciate the compliment. It's just a really strong compliment that you're paying me, and I appreciate the sentiment. I really do. A lot about fragrance and never steered me wrong. Well, I appreciate that, Tony. I'm glad my recommendations and such have worked out for you. So we'll be shutting down here in just a little bit. We're a little over an hour. We do have to go to Sam's here in a little bit, and I don't need to go to Walmart. I ended up going to run last night, but we do have a trip to Sam's over in Panama City, so 20 minutes or so away. We got some things we got to go get. Wife wants to go to Sam's. Perks of being broke. I cannot impulse buy. By the time I can afford a bottle, I know what I want. Facts, right? Plan on getting Fall of Phaeton. Big thanks for the gift. Salute and happy holidays. Okay. For those of you wanting baby cat, try Arteria d'Ors Lune Feline. Lune Feline? Is that how you say that? Probably 85% with some differentiated nuances. Cheaper price. To be honest, owning both isn't totally redundant. Good information right there. I'm going to have to try that one. Fall of Phaeton and Love Triumphs Over War. Now I know your name too. Yeah. Fragrance Dude's name is Randy. That's Randy. All right, let's see. Any idea when you have... So I don't think that's going to happen. So after the new year, we're going to get together and do that decant swap that was mentioned. So we're going to do it blindly, where I'm just going to send him 4 or 5 with and just numbered, and he'll do the same back, and we'll try to figure out what they are and rate them live on stream. That's going to be the next time we do a stream. Is going to be over here, and we're going to do a decant swap. It'll be beginning of the year. So after New Year's, so maybe midweek, I'm gonna get with Justin and we'll get that situated and set up. I got to buy some decants like today. I should buy some decants today from Amazon. But as far as having his alter ego, I've mentioned it. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think that's a character he could hold for more than a minute. I don't think that could make it on the live stream. I don't think he could hold the character long enough. We're not actors. We are not method actors that could dial into a character. I look at our fragrances as our roses, smelling them while we are living. All right, then. I'm good. Oui. There you go. Spencer nailed it. No snow here. Not here in the panhandle of Florida. Apparently Joel speaks French. Speaking of Nishane, I just got that Kawa yesterday along with the new scent fragrance. New scent fragrance. I'm confused. So unfortunately you can't. Damn, like anyone specific? Because I can drop a link. Maybe Randy, I'm assuming. So I can drop a link to their channel. Which I'm also way behind. I'd have to catch up. So let me scroll down. Jeremiah with 999 Super Chat. Happy New Year's. Thanks for all your hard work. Looking forward to see your content in 2024. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. First flanker to a flanker to a flanker. That would have been funny, right? Because you got Profondo, the flanker, lights, the flanker to the flanker, then Profondo lights, Parfum, the flanker to the flanker to the flanker. That's hilarious. Supposed to say yeah, not yeet, but hey, yeet works though. You watch the wrestling podcast I do with Dedrick, so that works. All right, let me scroll down. Though I love Orem big bottle, I was mad at first. I bought the small bottle. It worked out because Orem. No, it's situational. It's a honey amber fragrance, you know. Consider travel size atomizers. So he has 7 ml, I think they are. He has travel atomizers. He does. Just gotta go to the website. He's got travel atomizers. I think they're 7 ml. They're either 5 or 7. No, not 10 ml. They're either 5 or 7. I think they're 7 ml. But you can get specific ones. You just got to email him. Like you look and see what's available on the site. But he's got travel atomizers for pretty much everything. Yeah, see, that's a fun format. That's why we're going to do that. Okay. I was wondering the scent fragrance. New scent fragrance. Okay, now it makes sense. New members for the next live stream. Need a TLTG Discord. That's funny. The Fragrance Apprentice has a Discord. I'm a member to it. I haven't been on it in a couple of days. Hoffman, where's he at? Hoffman's Photography. He's in there. Yeah. Hoffman Virtual Photography. He's in the Discord. Shout outs to George. Let's see. So I'm actually at the bottom. All right. So I'm stuck on a fragrance to buy, and I'm leaning towards a niche versatile, not too expensive. Do you have a recommendation? Well, what kind of fragrances do you like? Because I don't want to throw something I like that you may not, unless it's something that interests you. What kind of profiles do you like? When you speak of everyday, do you want something more of a fougere style? You like aromatics and spices? Are you looking for more blue? Or are you trying to avoid blue? Because they have niche blues. So I got to say, this would be good every day, but you got to like vanilla. Imperium. Aventus meets Ani. Really good. Really good. Really, really good. Fruity, woody, vanilla. And not too sweet and fruity. A little musky. Good. So give me a little bit more info. Because I like to, when it comes to recommending something, I like to kind of gear it towards your taste as best I can. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, Custon is no more. That is correct. Ocean Noir is the best blue I've ever smelled. It is a really good one. I got to say, it is really good. Mr. Got Plenty's in the house. Shout out to Team Gates Gang. Scent of the day. Signature Royale XXX. Hashtag cancel cannoli. Shout outs to Joey. On the edge of getting red tobacco, but not sure if I should pull the trigger. I would encourage you to sample that one first. There's some real risk involved in that one, my man. Ooh, that's a great question. Hardest to wear. Because it's so obnoxiously powerful, Dark Orchid from Amarud. It smells incredible. It smells like niche Tom Ford Black Orchid. But I can spray that one time and fill a room. I've never sprayed it more than twice. I've only worn it like 3 times and 2 spray each time. And it's absurd. And I don't go nose blind to it, so it's annoying. Like my nose doesn't wear out. It's just constant power. Yeah, constant. So that's one that I just can't wear. Super, super situational. I like the most situational. Have a good one, Boz. Happy New Year's to you as well, sir. Yeah. So you weren't here when I talked about it in the opening, because on skin, it definitely has the Aventus touch. On paper, it did not. I got Ani on paper, but once I started spraying it on skin, it was like, okay, I get it. Got to eat those words. Because I literally said, like, you guys were chiming in saying, no, it does on skin, because I was just smelling on the test strip. Once I sprayed my hand for the first time, I was like, oh, shit. Really does smell like Aventus and Ani. The way I said it in my shorts video for my sin of the day, it's like 30 to 40% Aventus, 30 to 40% Ani, and some other nuances sprinkled in there. Like, it's not quite Aventus, it's not quite Ani, but it's kind of both of them. Okay, so something like Vers le Sou from Jacques Fath, because it has that timeless style with some modern touches like Ambroxan, but it's not like a heavy Ambroxan smell, but it's got that kind of spiced citrus aromatic smell. It was one of my favorite kind of surprise pickups of the year, where I just bought it just for the hell of it. And it's my favorite Jacques Fath fragrance. It's got a lot of nuance to it, herbs, woods, musks, but still has Ambroxan as well. Citruses, lavender, sage, things like that. Beautiful quality. Smells very high quality, great performance. You can get it cheap too. I paid $41 for my 50 ml. You can get 100 ml for like $60, $70 from discounters. Vers le Sou, VERSLESUD. Vers le Sou. It's pronounced Sou, like SUE, but it's SUD. It's not Vers le Sud. Vers le Sou. Really, really good. Surprised the hell out of me. Love it. Evening Mystique. Yep, I said it. As well as be another good option to go with here. Why am I drawing a blank to the number? Frappant fragrance. Frappant. $12.70. That's what I was thinking. $12.70 from Frappant. I couldn't remember the number for the name of the fragrance, but $12.70. Busy fragrance. But if you give it to every time you go back, I go back to it, I get a different nuance. It changes every time. If I wait 1 minute and go back, it's different. Wait 1 minute, go back, it's different. That's got a lot of development. A third one doesn't come to mind immediately, but that's the two that immediately came to mind. It's $12.70 from Frappant and Evening Mystique. Evening Mystique nuances very well. It's like 3 different fragrances. It's got 3 strong stages, like total changes, and there's nuances in between the transitions to go from what the top is like to the heart to the early dry down to the deep dry down. Nerd says in the house we're in 1 million. Lucky, good to see you, my man. Big Niche House, don't believe I've seen you cover that. I've never smelled anything from them. Pronounced feline. It looked like feline. Decant. If you're serious about trying it, yeah, I'd love to try it. Hell yeah. Message me. I'd love to try it. Seriously. Nosy neighbor sighting. Ladies and gentlemen, my year is complete. I haven't seen Nosy in probably 2 months. My man, hope you had a great Christmas. Great to see you. Are you checking for Vanilla Adesia or nah? I've never even heard of that. Let's look it up. What is that? Make sure I spell it correctly. Ooh, okay. It's an Electimus fragrance. New release. Well, hell, we might as well look together, right? Instead of me just looking on my own, let me do a screen share real quick. Let's look together. So this is the one Nosy's talking about. Pretty good rating. Spicy, sweet, creamy floral resinous. Sounds good. Heliotrope, pink pepper, frankincense, bitter almond, bergamot, mandarin orange. That's an interesting top. All right, damn. Creamy notes. Lang-a-lang. French centifolia absolute. Don't even know what that is. Cumin. Just got interesting. Cumin. Gurjum balsam. So it's balmy. It's creamy. This must be super creamy. Coriander and cinnamon. It's got plenty of spices. Bourbon vanilla absolute. Gourmand notes. White musk, amberwood, cypriol, leathery notes, patchouli, Virginia cedar, sandalwood, Haitian vetiver. Nosy. is this busy like it looks, or is this like very well blended? I mean, it's Electimus, so I'm going to assume it's just very well blended, but this looks busy. Like it's tantalizing. It looks like it could be really special, but it looks like it could also be a mess because there's just so much going on. But then again, Raja Dove pulls it off with his busy ass note breakdowns. This is an interesting fragrance. Nosy, I'm so glad you mentioned this one. Users who like this, like Neff's, Ganymede. Is that Tonka Cola? Amore Cafe. Okay, yeah, which I will be getting at the beginning of the year at some point. Oh, it's Cecile Zarokian. I'm sold already. The Queen. I'm just call her the Queen from now on. She might be my favorite perfumer in the last 2 years besides Claude. You know, like she has put out some bangers the last 2 years. This is going to be amazing. I didn't know it was Cecile Zarokian. I'm going to have to try that one. I'm glad you mentioned it. I had never heard of it or looked into it. Happy holidays to you as well, Nosy. Glad to see you, my man. Thanks for bringing that one up. Seriously. Why is denim not a used note? I could see it being used like leather. That's a great question. I never thought of that. So, well, here's the thing. Leather is not an actual oil. It's a collection of notes to create a leather accord. There is no leather oil, just like there wouldn't be a denim oil. It would be a collection of notes to create a denim accord. So they could totally do it. They replicate every other smell on the planet. Why the hell couldn't they do that? That's a great question, Blake. That's a great question. I'd be curious to see how that would work in a fragrance, because I'm sure somebody could make it work. Cecile Zarokian, the Queen. I'm sure she can make it work. So we got to shut this down here in a second. We're about to hit an hour and a half. Develops over time, I think, as well. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But as far as like heavily nuanced, that's why those two came to mind. Haven't cracked them open yet. Got plenty, but I hear great things. Have you smelled Maluma Royalty? It's a dupe of 1 Million Privé. I have not. Maluma Royalty. What brand is that? Is Maluma the brand? Because I've never heard of it. This is the first I'm hearing of it. You're bringing it to my attention. You and Nosy both hit me with some stuff I've never heard of. So right now so TikTok Shop finally got me with something, because Rise is actually my favorite. Ghost is my second favorite. And I paid $13 for a variety pack case of 12 of Rise drinks. So I bought 3 cases. So I've got 3 cases of different flavors of Rise. But as far as Ghost, absolutely sour pink lemonade is my favorite. Then sour watermelon warhead, sour green apple warhead, citrus, and then it's kind of a toss-up with everything else, like the Rocket Pop one, Phase Pop. That one's probably my number 5. Then the Sour Patch Kid ones and all that stuff. Like, they're all pretty good, but that's my favorites. Hey, I don't see Nosy all that much. Have you ever been on a stream with Nosy or heard Nosy? Nosy is fucking hilarious. I love Nosy. Yeah, hell yeah, I got excited that Nosy's here. I hear him calling Joey the Don. What's going on, Don? I can hear him now. And I hope you're laughing right now, Nosy. That's a unique character in this community, is Nosy Neighbor. My man. Let's see. Todd, I missed the answer. Oh, that's the new vanilla. Oh, you missed it. Oh, shit. Yeah, I pulled it up. I still got it right here. I've never tried it, but it sure looks interesting. I was asking you if you tried it. Oh, that's the new vanilla from Electimus. Yeah, I was asking if you tried it. Is it as busy as it looks? Because that's a busy note breakdown. But, I mean, with it being Cecile, it's got to be great. So I was calling her the Queen earlier, because that's the Queen when it comes to perfumery right there. She's got to be at the top of the mountain right now when it comes to perfumers. She's just killing the game the last couple of years. Everything she's put out is phenomenal. So I'm sure this is amazing. You definitely piqued my interest with it, Nosy. And on that, we're going to go ahead and shut it down on Nosy's comment. Nosy, I appreciate you coming and hang out for a little bit, man, and dropping something that I was not aware of. I definitely want to try. Vanilla Odysseia? Is that how you say that? Vanilla Odysseia. I need to try this. I definitely need to try this. I appreciate everybody coming and hang out with me for a bit. Happy 2024, guys. It's spicy, earthy, John, not a sweet thing. So I probably would like it then, because sweet's done to death. I got so many sweet fragrances, it's unreal. I like spicy, earthy, green, woodsy, smoky. That's my kind of jam this time of year. Sure, I mixed it up with the sweet stuff too to balance it out, but I'm more spicy greens and stuff these days. I like the earthy stuff. I've come around to vetiver a lot more, things like that. But man, I appreciate seeing all of you guys. It was interesting to see the membership gifting fest that went on earlier. Shout outs to George Zaharoff and John C. and Kaylin and Volcanis and everybody that gave super chats and all the memberships and all that good stuff, man. What a way to do the last live stream of the year, huh? So for all of you new members, which we have over 100 new members now, Sunday morning, it'll probably be like 9:30 Central, something like that. We typically do the member streams in the morning on the weekends, so everybody can go on about their day, especially with it being New Year's Eve like that. Most people are going to have plans that evening. So we'll do it in the morning before we really get our day going. Maybe come have coffee with me, and we'll do the giveaways and have more of an intimate live stream and just cut up for like 45 minutes or so. They're not real long. We kind of get down to business and cut up for a little bit, maybe an hour. We'll see how it goes. From time to time, Jared will co-host with me, Jared Miller. So we may or may not get Jared. I'm not sure. I'll ask him if he's available. But man, thank you all so much. Seriously. Sucks that I missed catch the replay. I appreciate you, Nosy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I typically try to stay within an hour to an hour and a half for my live streams. I try to keep them as short and sweet as I can. Today was just cutting up with the audience, and there was a lot of love getting shown here in the chat today. And I'm appreciative of all the new members that got memberships. I hope you enjoy the added perks that come with it. And like I said, so those of you that are members now, we got one more stream Sunday morning. We'll do that, and then we're starting 2024. So happy holidays to all of you. I hope you all had a great Christmas and have a great finish to this year and an even better start to the new year. So make sure to like this stream if you haven't yet. Check out today's video if you haven't watched it yet and you got a little spare time. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good one.